Hello and welcome to 50 Shades of Maintenance. Tonight we're going to be discussing, I guess, a WLSFA recap and a little bit about the cruise. I think TJ and Bill are going to kind of interview Kirk and I, and
Oh, great.
we'll try to not to get into too much trouble.
Nothing good will come of this.
That's good.
So welcome back. We missed you guys from last week.
Thank
As
you.
you can tell, we were so heartbroken we didn't even do a show. So
I was like, oh, we can take Wednesday off, huh? And he's like, yes, we can. I said, well, let's do that then.
we're like, oh, they're gone. We can't do anything. Forget
Oh, no.
it.
Half.
4 and up.
I'll check when I
They're
got
the
back.
only
Let me see if
reason anybody even watches. No.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
without you two, nobody watches this show.
Right,
No.
believe that.
And there's an injunction. TJ and I can't do a show alone anymore. So
No, not with each other.
not with each other. That's true. We can do it alone, just not with each other. It's kind of like sex in my house. I can do it alone, but not with
Oh, dang it, that's
just had to
okay.
be told. So you guys survived.
Awesome.
Congratulations on that.
Barely.
I've been waiting for the Fields videos to start with bated breath, and I think Katie may have broken the seal, so we'll see what happens. But
I've seen a couple, yeah.
yeah. So
I won't watch YouTube for a month. I'll start watching YouTube again in a month.
probably
I never
wise.
make Fields videos. You can go, but I don't do it. I'm always afraid I'm going to forget somebody that I talk to, and then I'll feel terrible, and I just don't do it. So this will be the closest thing I come to a Fields video.
So Tanya,
We're
how
going to
did
make
you
you
feel on the
cry.
trip?
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about
TJ's going to make me cry.
All right, so you guys went down there. You guys went down there on Thursday or Wednesday?
Kirk went before me.
I got there on Friday, the Friday before.
Friday before.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
And I got there Saturday.
So Kirk,
So
since
I
you
went
were there
late.
first, we'll let you kind of set the stage. You can
I can
Paint
set
the
the stage for
picture.
WLSFA.
paint
All
the
right.
picture.
For the conference.
Mhm.
Well, so it was interesting. I was going to be flying in that morning, and because of the timing, I was going to actually be doing one of the sessions as a speaker or on a panel, and it was the your Never in Your Wildest Dreams NSV panel, and it was myself with a bunch of other really well-known people, veterans, like veterans, Rain Hampton, Mama Rose, Wendy, Bandit Wendy, and help me out with the other people.
Amy
Amy
Palazzo.
Yes, and then Yvonne McCarthy was in the middle, and then Sandy Henderson was the moderator. So there were 2 banded people, 2 VSGers, and 2 gastric bypass folks represented on this Never in Your Wildest Dreams panel, and they were like really worried because it was getting close to panel time. Well, first of all, I had to fly in and go straight to the conference, so I had to wear my dress-up clothes on the plane because I wasn't sure how much time I was going to have between the airport and the actual session that was going to start really early in the afternoon. And we were getting set up, and they were so worried that nobody was going to come in, and that there was that there was not anybody, that no one was going to attend. And then Jamie, Betty Bakes a Lot, and then Mamma Mia VSG, or Melissa, they had a booth right outside of the conference room where they were selling their unique stuff. So I was hanging out with them for a little while, kind of like, oh gosh, yeah, the room's pretty empty in there. But then, like, before you know it, the room filled up, and then it was like standing room only, and then it was beyond standing room only. So it was a little intimidating, kind of, or whatever. But it turned out to be a really nice session. It was really fun, I thought. All the ladies on the panel made everybody cry. I had to lighten it up a little bit by at least making people laugh a little bit. But it went really well, and that was the only session I attended for the rest of the conference, because the rest of the time I was sort of like meeting people who were still arriving, and we were hanging out in the vendor area, and then we were all getting sort of set up or waiting for our room assignments because the hotel wasn't quite ready for us to be that early. Great hotel, by the way. The hotel,
definitely.
it was like something straight out of Las Vegas. Like it felt like you were in Vegas but in San Diego. But it was literally like if you forgot something in your room, you literally were walking about 2 miles back to your room.
Sounds like Vegas. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just big, huge cathedral-like ceilings and tile and marble. It was very Vegas-like in its thing. But the vendor area was, great, and to me, it had the same feeling as the kind of the year before. Really, I mean, lots of new faces, lots of familiar old faces. I enjoyed it. I mean, there was a lot of fun.
I think there was a lot less vendors though this year than, well, maybe not. I can't remember. Tampa was kind of smaller, but like in the old, like the first 2 years I went, there was like a huge room full of vendors. So like, and Quest wasn't there, and Fit Frappe wasn't there. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was surprised.
What's the point of going?
Well, yeah, but the vendors that were there were giving away a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just a lot of stuff that they were giving away. So, I mean, at least the ones that were there were extremely generous. So I still say
That's true. Yeah.
I still say just in the vendor swag alone, the cost of the registration is totally worth it, because I mean, there were vendors giving away they looked like those Starbucks Frappuccinos, but they were protein, in the glass bottles. Tanya, you might have tried one.
I didn't get one of those, but I saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got there late, so.
There was the pocket protein guy, Mark Long from MTV's Road Rules, and then she smiles when she says Mark. You know why she's?
I saw it.
Do you want to tell them why you're smiling, Tanya, or should I?
Because he ate my muff.
He totally ate her muff.
That's like one of my favorite pictures from the weekend.
In front of everybody. It was shameless. And I'm like, he doesn't even look like the type that would eat muff. I mean, in terms of...
No, he doesn't.
In terms of carbs. Yeah, carbs.
Yeah. In terms of carbs.
Yeah.
He's much more of a meat eater is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, but yeah, that was funny that Tanya actually showed up on Saturday, and John's got like these like big deep gashes in his arms from carrying all this crap, and here's Tanya with a bag that from all the way from New Orleans, she brought a bag of muff, like so that everyone would be able to have lunch and a real muff. Tell them about
that I didn't go now.
Tell them about going through security. I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, God, yeah. I almost didn't get it through security.
Your muff didn't make it through security?
It almost didn't.
Did you get special screening? Did they put a lot of hands on you?
Yeah. Okay, well, they did. But they said that was because of my jeans. They said I had fancy pants. So
they had to inspect your muff because of your jeans?
No. The muff went off as well as the jeans.
Oh, gotcha.
They took the muffaladas out, and they were like, "What is this?" And I said, "And this is in New Orleans." I said, "It's muffalata." And they're like, "What?" And then they went and talked to like a security, like a supervisor, and then they came back and I said, "What is it?"
Muslim. That sounds Muslim.
Christ Almighty! You don't know what the muff is? You're in New Orleans.
And then you know how they scan your hand? Like every time I go through the airport, no matter, I always get my hand swabbed. They swabbed the outside of the muff. And they put that through the thing, and they were like, "Okay, you're good to go." So yeah, the muff almost didn't make it through.
Well, it's good to get the muff swabbed and checked every once in a while. So
that's true. At least once.
It's good that they did that.
Exactly.
And now everybody knows that you can get a muff inspection for free at the TSA.
Right. That's right. And they aren't aware of what muff is.
So
they kind of British.
That would be the case for most of those TSA agents.
Right.
Well, and then like
Right.
once she had it, like or she brought her muff into the room, all I could smell was her muff. Like wherever we went, it was like her muff was on her hands. It was like all over Dawn. Like I mean, her muff lingered.
Well, that beard probably holds a lot of the muff. No.
We stunk up the plane, everything.
Oh, you got Kirk with that one. That's awesome.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Oh my goodness. But it made it, and everybody enjoyed the muff. So.
Yeah, everybody had a little bit of Tanya's muff that day.
So, did you guys find those panels to be pretty much geared toward newbies still?
I didn't go to anything.
So
I went to
y'all
nothing.
say yes then.
Well, I didn't get there until like 1 o'clock on Saturday, so most of
Yeah,
the stuff
so-
was already over with anyway. So, but I figured.
Somebody said that too, but said that they thought it was geared towards newbies, but I thought a lot of the topics looked like they were geared more towards people who were already out. I mean, especially
I heard this year more so is what I heard, and I heard it was because your guys' panel, the one that you were on, Kirk, and then I guess there were some other things that did have more of a veteran or somebody kind of in motion.
There seemed to be more plastic surgeons there this year than usual, also, which would also be indicative of them sort of targeting folks who were already post-op or a little bit further out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really I was reluctant to say this, but the fact I think maybe these events are switching more towards people who are further out, since Fat Kings and the ladies from the Naked Truth didn't get picked for OH, but 50 Shades did, and we're doing a whole panel at OH is awesome. I mean, the fact that we got picked and they didn't probably says a lot. So.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Yeah.
Yeah. That's total horseshit. I just want a picture of Andrew and Walt's face and Jennifer and Lacey's face when they see that part of the show. I couldn't resist. Continue. Sorry.
So yeah, so that part was the conference part was great. The carnival thing they had was really nice, really cute. In fact, I still have I got a little stuffed animal guy here from the carnival night, and then the entertainment. There was great montages of past grant recipients. That was really nice. The next night formal thing was good, but the dinner was like really, really small. I mean, that was not geared towards people who were newly out of surgery. I mean,
that was for somebody like 6 weeks out of surgery.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I could have easily eaten like 3 of them. And I don't even hardly eat at these events, but it was good.
Yeah, it was good. But I said like there was a suggestion of dessert. There wasn't a real dessert. It was like a little scoop of like a sorbet that I swear was smaller than a golf ball. Right? It was smaller than the thing.
Yeah, it was like a melon ball. Like they'd taken a melon ball and just like put a little scoop of sorbet. But,
as soon as they brought the food, I looked at John and I was like, oh, him and Sonny are gonna have to go to like In-N-Out Burger.
Oh my god, those poor bastards! I didn't think about that.
I felt bad for the plus ones because they were like, there was. I mean, if I was still hungry, it was bad.
Yeah.
Those were like not even appetizers for those guys. Jesus.
Right.
And then Chris Waffle did a fantastic job emceeing all of the events. He was really funny. I mean, at least he was funny to us because we get him. But
right.
Yeah, it was great. And there was like, Joey and Sonny were the judges for some of the contests. So, I mean, it was just a lot of good.
Yeah, and Sarah Waffle won the Bling Off, and Pete Corp won. He dressed in all his dress whites, and he won. And I should have brought. He won a crown that it was all fleur de lis, so I totally stole it.
I'm saying that did not survive. He got that. He got that.
I meant to bring it up. I totally forgot about that.
I'm surprised you're not wearing it every day to work.
I should be wearing it every day to work.
Every day,
I'm
everywhere
the
you
queen
go.
bitch here.
Everything.
Although Sarah told me I was the king, she was the queen. I couldn't be queen.
Yeah, I heard there was some joking going on about you being a king or something.
Yeah, that. She was the queen of the hotel, and I was the king.
Yeah, because once Sarah got that tiara on her head, it never left. Like, I'm pretty sure she slept in it and then wore it all the next day. And
I think she's still wearing it.
I hope so. That'd be fantastic if she did. The segment on the last day or Sunday that Sarah did. So Sarah was one of 3 contestants doing a live version of Chopped with Carney Wilson, actually as one of the judges. And watching her and Carney Wilson interact, she had met Carney Wilson at the meet and greet right before this show or before the staged event. And she had Carney Wilson sign her breast.
You talking about Sarah Waffle?
Waffle.
Sarah Waffle, yeah.
Well,
yeah.
did you see she posted a video of she saying "Hold On" with her?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
and then
complete. Yeah, I saw that.
So
Yeah, that was funny.
Before or after that little video vignette or whatever, she had her
It was after, yeah.
Actually had her like sign her boob. She's like, look, she signed my boob.
And so then I got Sarah to sign my boob.
Your boob?
She posted a picture. I can't believe y'all didn't see it.
I think I did see that, but I didn't see the signature with Sarah's. That's even
Yeah,
better.
it was Sarah.
I'm surprised you didn't see the one of 16 quadrillion pictures that were being posted every 15 seconds.
Right.
I turned my feed off from every WLSer in the world.
Oh, no. You had to have. I mean, it was huge. But
I'm
then
about ready to do that again with all you fucking Star Wars motherfuckers.
Shut your mouth, you dirty
Oh
whore.
my god. I'm like, oh, really? Another Star? Oh, no, I really do want to see the trailer again. No, that's
Yes, you do. Like 30, 40 times,
Please.
HD, slowed down.
I know. With explanation, with extra bonus commentary by people with no lives at all.
by Dr. Ruth.
Oh my god. Make it stop. Go ahead, Kirk.
Oh, but I was going to say Sunday afternoon then was when we kind of officially ended the WLSFA stuff and did the baseball game with the folks that were there. And oh my gosh, it was like you couldn't have asked for a more perfect day. I mean, it was like low to mid 70s, perfectly sunny outside. The weather was just perfect. Our seats were great and shaded, so it was like we weren't hot, we weren't cold, and it was the Padres versus the San Francisco Giants, and the Padres only won. Like that was
awesome.
Perfect for them. I mean, it was great. I mean, it was just a really great, fun afternoon, and then we went and on our way back to the hotel or restaurant, we stopped at a country western bar, and at some point I was put in a barber chair with like a girl dancer and given some kind of shot and spun around, and I was like, I get thrown into this chair, and this chick is like wearing Daisy Dukes and whatever, and she like hops on the arms of the chair, and I got like really freaked out, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and I'm literally sitting here like this, and I'm looking up her cooch, and I'm like, I don't know what to do, and she says, just don't touch me, and I'm like, okay.
You're like, no problem.
Yeah. So I sat there, and I'm just like, I think there's a video of it somewhere, and I'm just like,
oh yeah,
got this weird
I have
smile on my face, like, what's gonna happen next? Oh my god, you guys!
We need to do a mashup of that video and Phil's actual Rose video, side by side.
Well, you know what's funny about that too? Because the girls did it, and we got no rules.
You got no cooch?
No, we got cooch, but we had no rules. But when Kurt went up to do it, it must be a guy thing. She was going, like, talking to him for a long time. We're like, what the hell is she saying? So she was saying, like, you can't touch me, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, I'm gay. Don't worry about it. Don't touch me.
Yeah.
But I got no rules, so I guess I could have totally touched her if I wanted to.
I was probably just like, oh, is that your uterus hanging out of the bottom of your shorts, or I don't know. Who knows? I was probably trying to set her up with Brad, or whoever was like with us.
That was fun.
Yeah, and then we went out to dinner and we stole. Is that one of the mugs that we stole?
No, it's not. It's
borrowed.
Oh.
It's totally not. It's a replica.
Oh, it's a replica. Yeah.
You bought that at the store.
Gift shop.
I did. I found it at the gift shop. Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, in that walk back to the hotel that night, I mean, it was just so nice, and it was down, by the water. I mean, that hotel is in a really nice area, and then it was designed so that pretty much every room has just a fantastic view.
Yeah.
Is that down in the Gaslight District? Was it down there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, so you guys had the perfect setup then. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah,
I've never had a bad night there, to be honest with you.
It was like the hotel was probably like a half a mile from the Gaslight District, and then the ball field is right next to it. So.
Perfect.
Yeah, and they had fire pits. So I think like one of the nights, Katie had bought some s'mores kits, and people were just sitting around the fire making s'mores, and
yeah,
I mean it was fun. I mean
it was fun. It was relaxing. Yeah.
The only downside to the whole experience at the hotel was that they didn't heat the pool, so there wasn't a lot of pool time. I mean, we hung out by the pool a lot, and there were a lot of people that used the hot tub, but I like to be in the water. But, I mean, if it's only going to be like 70 or 72 outside, I need the water to be at least 72 or 73, and it just, the water, I thought the water was too cold.
I didn't try and get in the water, but it was two things we didn't talk about that we did at the hotel. We played games. Well, I played games with Sarah and Chris and Jennifer Bleacher and Walter taped it, and that was a lot of fun. That was really relaxing. And then we gave out tons of 50 Shades shirts.
Those are awesome. Where can I get one?
Well, we could probably have a contest. All you have to do is answer. I know. I was thinking that.
Wait a second, TJ. Did you see the Star Wars trailer?
And congratulations to Michelle VSG. She was the big winner. She won a shirt and the 50 Shades tumbler.
Oh,
I think Kirk has my tumbler. He confiscated it on the cruise. So.
I did confiscate it. But yeah, so you mentioned Sarah's games. That was fun. She had brought like all of these games with her, and there was a good 15 or 20 people set up around playing these different various board games. And it got like really competitive.
I also started at 8:30.
Oh yeah, I'm competitive, so I beat Chris Waffle, but then Jennifer Bleacher beat me, so I quit. not because she beat me, but because I got beat. So.
Yeah.
Did I just hear William, or am I just randomly hearing voices?
I thought I heard something.
No, he came in to give me a kiss goodnight.
Oh. Okay.
And then she flashed the wire hanger.
No, I said no wire hangers.
No wire hangers, bitch.
Like, Mommy's on YouTube.
Go, I'm on the show. Get out. Dude, turn the light on.
Dude, don't turn the light off.
Go. Sorry.
You don't beat that kid enough.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I really don't.
I think you watch those new Fat Kings guys too much.
Yeah, those guys are bad influence.
Andrew has to have like I'm doing Fat Kings tonight. Let's have a house party. Everybody is much noise in the background, please.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Let's pack and unrun tape and stuff while we're.
And kids, run around and yell. Okay, ready? I'm starting. Here we go.
Tom, you said there were two things. You mentioned Sarah's thing. What was the other thing we didn't mention?
Giving out the 50 Shades shirts.
Oh, so yeah, that was funny because I mean, it was the weirdest thing to see like Tanya sit there by the pool with like about 30 people saying, "So the next question is, what famous painting was on Kirk's underwear?"
Winning.
Let's do it like in like, oh, sorry night. No. And she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed that I knew that so quickly." I'm like, you go, girl. Yeah.
That was great.
How fast did somebody get vigilant, or should we say vigilant?
Walter had it immediately. Immediately. He was like, "That's an easy one."
My boy.
Mama Mia and Melissa tried to find it.
When I told Tanya that was the first question, I was like, okay, here's the first question. She's like, we're going to need some easier stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
And I'm like, okay, I've watched that probably 3 times, and I couldn't think of it. I'm like, it starts with
I wish I could forget it. God damn, that was such a hard line. Well, once you fuck it up, you keep fucking it up over and over. I mean, that was just so.
I don't even know where it came from the first time. If I should just not said anything, but I was like, Villigent.
I know when you stopped me, that was it. Then it was ingrained for life. I was like, never getting that out.
And it was funny watching Melissa Mamma Mia with her phone in the middle of the conference, probably using 3 months worth of data, trying to get YouTube videos, and like, I'm listening to the show right now. I'm trying to find it. Wait.
She was fired up. She was pissed off. She's like, I cannot hear the video. I cannot hear what he's saying. Like, it's okay.
Did she get one? Did she end up getting one eventually?
I think so. I think she did. Yeah. The only person who got an answer right that I didn't have a shirt for was Scott, Gastric Tiger, because we ran out of well, maybe I shouldn't say what size, but he ran out of his size, and so I told him we would send him one. So I just have to get his address.
We can make that happen.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that was just the first part of the trip. I mean, and it was fun, and oh gosh, there was something that I wanted to say about it. I'll go ahead and talk.
Did everybody follow The important thing here is, did everybody follow TJ's rules?
Yes.
That is the most. If we want to look at every problem that happened and we want to trace it back to, if you had followed TJ's rules, would you be in this situation? That's pretty much I think what everybody wants to do is like.
As far as I know, there were no affairs.
Yeah.
Unless I was kept in the dark about it.
Yeah, because you're kept in the dark about a lot, you know. I mean.
And then people always talk shit, so it's kind of hard to avoid that. But I think it was at a minimum. It wasn't bad.
It seemed like it was much, and I'm just maybe because I wasn't in the middle of it, but it just seemed so much more tame than Tampa for some reason. But
we got blamed for that. Did you watch the Fat King?
Yeah, you and I got blamed for that. I know.
Well, I think here's the thing. I think there was so much education on the front end of this particular conference about, you know, what can possibly go wrong. I think people really took a lot of it. Yeah, I think a lot of people took that advice to heart. I mean,
put the fear of TJ in them. That's what we did.
Right.
But
TJ won't. If
not the fear of Jesus, the fear of TJ. That's way more scary.
Do it, then I shouldn't do it. Don't.
Whoa, TJ's warning me off. Time the fuck out.
But you know, I was thinking back about it today, and I feel like Tampa has become something more than what it actually was. I don't feel like it was that insane. So I didn't feel like it was that much different.
Look at my face. Watch this. Watch. Wait. My face. Watch. Stop it.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I'm
saying.
Yeah, no, I thought it was.
You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
So yeah, there's lots of speculation about where WLSFA will be held next year, or if they'll have one next year.
If. Really?
I think they will. I think it's just where it'll be.
Where it'll be, or you know, but there's definitely you know, people clearly want to do things, and they want to get together again, and they want to do things, you know. So,
unless it involves physical activity at heights, then
then they drop out like
then they bail out on you, even though you had several months' notice. So it's not like we told
like
you
at
a
least
week
9
ago.
months.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, I understand.
Oh, are you talking about the NSC retreat?
Yeah,
No,
we went
that's
from
not
like
you.
60 something.
I found a new
going to 11.
I found a new heights thing that's way more exciting, and it's called a roof. It's up there. Yeah. And it costs $11,000 to experience it. So.
Oh my God,
not
way
bad.
more expensive.
That's not that bad. A roof is the roof on our house out in Washington was 30.
I was thinking. I now feel TJ's pain. I feel it more now. So.
Yes, I'm in. Oh my God!
I've been playing the NFC roof game. It'll be awesome.
The roof, or the top level bar at the hotel was amazing. By the way, at the Hyatt.
Oh, it looked awesome.
Very classy.
Yeah,
very classy.
Yeah, it was good. Awesome. And then everybody kind of said their goodbyes and went on their way. And then Monday morning, everybody for the cruise showed up on time, and we had our shuttle vans waiting for us, and we got up to Long Beach without any issues, no traffic at all, and we got there almost too early, so we were in queue for a long time. So luckily we had filled our cranberry juice bottles with the leftover boxed wine from the weekend. So we started the party like right in line.
I did not. How did I miss that on that?
Where were you?
I was freezing. I was shivering in the shade. I don't know.
That would have solved that.
Yeah, so I mean that was good. The cruise was amazing. The cruise was so much fun.
And John had red drinks the first day, and he passed out before dinner.
And I was like,
it was not good. He passed out before dinner.
Did he really?
Found me after dinner. Yes, he did. He passed out before dinner.
Drinks. That boy has
It's the red drinks.
I love that boy, but he's got to learn. The man's got to know his limitations. It's red drinks.
That's the first thing he drank was red drinks. Yeah. So then he found me after dinner, and he was mad because I didn't wake him up to go to dinner. And I said, "You were not in any condition to go to dinner. That wasn't going to happen." So that was probably the biggest controversy we had on the cruise.
Well, yeah, that's not. Yeah, don't make trouble where there is none.
Yeah, but Catalina was great. We did a Segway tour, and the weather was just perfect, and
our guide was really nice. He was really good. And you know what? I don't know if I told you this, Kirk, but I was talking to our guide afterwards, and he was asking me how we knew each other, and I told him, we all had weight loss surgery, and he was telling me that his wife used to be 300 pounds and that she was 160 pounds now. So I gave him our channel name here, The 50 Shades, and he said that he and his wife were going to check it out. So.
Oh, yeah, no, he was awesome. Great. That was a lot of fun. We had a nice lunch afterwards, and a leisurely stroll back to the ship, and then it was poolside party down time. Then once we were back on the ship, and the next day.
Wait! You skipped. That night is when we took our glamour shots. Kirk, you said that we needed to take glamour shots, and look at me and Jamie.
I'm so jealous.
That ain't glamorous. I know. And then look, and this is our partial family picture. Not everybody in the family made it into the picture.
Hold it real
slow. Next
slow.
Cruise.
There it is.
The next cruise, we'll take a full family picture.
Yeah, because I was avoiding those picture things so much, but had I known you guys were doing that, my problem with the cruise was because we were on the unlimited drink package. I was kind of like in John's boat. Like I went to dinner 2 of the nights, but the other 2 nights, like I by 8 or 9 o'clock, I was like, I'm gonna go take a nap, and I ended up sleeping and then getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and walking around watching the sun come up, and waiting for the omelet station to open.
So my only regret for not going, really, I'm going to be honest, and sorry if anybody's listening to this offends, but was not being able to go on the cruise with you guys. That was the one thing I actually was trying to make happen in the background, but just the house thing just really fucked me on that. So
it was fun. I mean, it was.
I tell you, that's why I did the cruise this time, because last year I felt really bad. I was really sad that I wasn't on the cruise, and so this time I knew I couldn't go to the whole WLSFA event, like starting on Thursday, and the whole cruise. I just couldn't be away from my kids that long, so I made the decision to sacrifice most of the event to be able to go on the cruise. So and I'm glad I did. I mean, I liked the event too, and I participated in it as much as I could for the time that I got there. But the time that you get to relax by the pool and eating dinner and doing karaoke, it's a treasured time. It really is a treasured time.
Yeah. I was just to be honest, I was in no mental or emotional state to go to WLSFA, and even the cruise, I was like, if it was just the core group, I could probably do it, but right now my life's a little screwy. So next time, after I'm past this point in my life, we're gonna have to go do something together. Even if it's just the 50 Shades team, we gotta go do something.
Right.
And while we were in Sonata, I got you guys presents. So Phil, I got you this. Can you read it?
Nice. Well, that's. I want that to be true, Kirk. I really do.
That's the wrong one. I got you this.
Nice. Wait, hang on. Let me click on it. Hang on. Put it back up.
No. And I got one for you and one for TJ.
You are the man. Nice.
Yeah.
Look, Kirk. I have mine on. I'm wearing mine.
I have my. I have my. I'm gay married to Tanya.
Oh yeah, we haven't gotten to that yet. We got gay married while we were on the cruise.
Gay married? Wait a minute.
Hold on. What was the I'm watching the playback. That's awesome, Kirk. What is the what's the fucking bracelets all about? Who did what?
Well, you get 'em
Kirk
in
got that.
You get them in Mexico. So I told Phil that I got him this one at first, but I think I gave John one that said "cum dumpster" on it, and then
And he wore it most of the time.
yeah, he wore it most of the time. But then, yeah, this is so. TJ, you have one of these coming.
Oh, okay.
I got. Yeah.
Where are they
And then
made
Tanya-
out of?
It's like a nylon thread, and they literally sit there and manually makes them like. It's
Some
very
guy
see
makes
me-
those by hand?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
in front of you.
while I was getting flipped over doing tequila shots,
Yeah.
Kirk was having bracelets made.
So what Kirk's saying is Kirk got you a hand job from Mexico, so you just want to wait till that hand job shows up. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, but speaking of which, back to San Diego. At some
Speaking
point,
of
at
hand
San
job.
Diego,
Yeah.
at some point Sunday night, I was bound and determined to go to Tijuana to watch a donkey show.
Oh,
I saw these
Katie
posts.
had to lock up. Wait, and he just about had me convinced because I had been drinking too, and John was like, "Y'all are not going to Tijuana. Y'all, no, you're not." And Katie went and locked up his passport.
Yeah, she found it and like hit it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so funny.
You
don't
were
wanna
adamant
see
we were
that.
going.
Come on, man. It's all fun and games till you actually are there. That would be horrible.
Oh,
That was
that was
funny.
funny. Yeah, it was so
Like, great.
funny.
Now I can never unsee that. Fantastic. I'm scarred for life.
So yeah, we got to meet a lot of people for the first time. So I got to meet Scott's wife, Bridget, for the first time,
I'm jealous.
and Melly May and Gracie, and gosh, so many people. Like
The
first time.
Mahonies, I
Well,
never met them.
I get to meet them.
Yeah.
I get to spend time with Mahoney's all the time. So I'm like,
I'll rub it in.
I'll rub it in.
They're fantastic. And Christina VSG, and well, I met Christina before in New Orleans, but Lindsay Fly Girl, I had never met her before, and we took some phenomenal pictures too. But
You have to
she
admit
posted
that.
one of them.
You have to admit the Pacific Northwest people are pretty fun. I mean,
Yes.
I
this is
am damned and determined to get up to the Pacific Northwest just to hang out with you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, we heard about this for the NSV retreat too.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys should come to Wafflepalooza.
would you like me to send you the receipt for my roof?
I'm just
Come to
hey,
Waffle
I told you I will swap you anytime you want. I'll swap
No,
you
I
down.
am aware, but what I'm saying is, you need to that's all I'm saying.
Just bring a couple tents to Wafflepalooza. Chris and Sarah have a fantastic backyard. Get your
Wafflepalooza is 3 days before my birthday, so I thought that would be a fantastic present if John would send me to Wafflepalooza.
I wasn't invited to it, so I won't be there.
Well, I wasn't invited either, but I'm just inserting myself if somebody buys me a ticket.
It's
They call
it's
that
actually-
rape, Tanya, just so we're clear.
Oh well.
It's an open invitation, and probably it went out probably to people who were just in the region, because But I have a
good
feeling
cover
it's
up.
going to be
Cover
a
it up. Back.
No.
Hold on, let me delay. Hold on, we
No,
got
I
a
think-
10-second delay. Let me hit it, and then we'll.
I think Lauren's coming, or at least the most recent post I saw said that she was going to come.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my God! There's so
I
many
know.
jokes that show that.
I know. I sent you. I just kind of laid that one in your lap.
Yeah.
For saying,
Yeah.
like-
Slow pitch. I just watch it go by.
Watch it go by. But yeah, so the event and the cruise were everything and more. Like I'm totally happy with how everything went, and I'm thrilled with the participation, and the people were just so much fun.
Hey, we didn't talk about the NSV in Ensenada or how we left our mark on Mexico at all.
Go
Anybody
for
who
it.
follows should have saw that.
That
Well,
could be
that's
a future question for.
Yeah, for sure.
How did we leave our mark on Mexico?
How'd you leave your mark on Mexico, and what was the big NSV?
Yeah,
Yeah, both of those things.
Yeah.
I won't talk about it because if they
Is
follow
it
the
Tanya's
people.
NSV or the group NSV? Because there were.
I
two.
don't think my video was posted anywhere.
No, I'm talking
No.
about Tanya's.
Okay, yeah, great.
No, I didn't have any video of mine, so
We have-
I just
No,
had
but there's a
pictures.
picture and a couple posts about it. So.
Yep. Although the pictures aren't on 50 Shades, I don't think. I think it's just on my page. But
well, they need to be a fan of you too.
well, that's true. That is
If they're
true.
not a fan of you, then they're not a fan of the show.
Well, that's
You
I
can try to be a fan,
completely agree.
won't let them. So
They
Watching
can't
my
even follow you, Phil?
you can't follow me.
watching
You can
my
follow me. You can follow me, but you can't friend me. Well, I mean, you could try to friend me. It's not going to work.
They can't follow you either because unless you have your shit locked down.
I turned it on. No, I turned on that they could follow because I post most of my stuff public, and then if it's a personal picture or whatever, family friend, then I put it on friends only.
So all those nudie photos you put of you and your wife having sex, that's not public, but
no, that's
my
not
God.
yeah, no, like
that's just for
followers.
your friends to enjoy.
Followers more. Some of the original ones, like some of the when we were just dabbling in the bathtub and stuff, those I think are public posts.
Right. Well, yeah, but not the actual penetration stuff, right?
No, that could ruin careers. You
Well,
don't wanna do that.
I mean, look, it was brave of you to take that thing up your ass. That's all I'm saying. And at least she could have taken it out of the box first. She could have taken it out of the box first. That's all I'm saying. But
I just want to point out that Tony VSG says that Phil needs to break out the lightsaber every time TJ makes a gay joke, and the first one to make a gay joke was Phil. So I just want to point out.
it wasn't a gay joke. It was a TJ joke.
Okay.
That's funny. That's funny because it's true.
I just want my lightsaber is purple, just so we're clear.
It looks blue to me.
It does look blue.
Well, all the better. You don't know.
I'll
what's
say
coming
there's
yet.
two things about Ensenada. Well, one about my video. First of all, I'm offended watching back my video that no one licked the tequila off my nipples when it was clearly being offered. No one, not one person. I'm pretty sure had Phil been there, he would have been like,
I would have done it because you know what? There are sober kids in China, and
Yeah.
no liquor should be wasted. Just for the
Yeah.
record, but
I had tequila licked off me, I'm just going to say.
off
Yeah.
your nipples.
well, you also
No,
had,
not off the nipples.
you had
Then
John. You had John there ready to like. I mean, he had flipped his hat around, and he was like ready to like if there was like even one slight mishap.
one little drop had fallen
Yeah.
between
It's so
boobs. Even he'd have jumped right in there.
with
'Cause I know
me,
John. He's an inch. He'd have done it.
With me, it was kind of like, oh, if they drop him, they drop him. You know, it's just Kirk. He's not gonna feel it. It's past noon.
That does bring up a good question, though. Tanya, how long did you have to show your cooch in order to get that shot? I'm just curious.
Longer than I was hoping for. The whole time I was upside down, I was thinking, thank God I wore black underwear, and thank God I wore underwear, because otherwise I would have flashed everybody on the street, because it was on the sidewalk when it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
Oh.
a good, it felt like hours.
And another reason why Phil should have went with us on this cruise, because in Ensenada, I made a great, fantastic purchase at the pharmacy.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll talk
Oh,
after the show.
Yeah.
And apparently we went to the right pharmacy, because some other people who made pharmacy purchases got duds, so.
That's criminal.
Yeah, no, I did my research, or I knew what was
I
happening.
thought there was something shady whenever I paid $200 for a Rolex. I was like, "Are you sure this is a real Rolex?" Oh yeah, they're just cheap down here. I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll believe you." Rolexes are $200 in Mexico. The moral of the story is you get what you pay for. If you're paying $200 for a Rolex, it's probably not a Rolex. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So did Eric fax down a prescription, or did you do it without it?
You need a prescription in Mexico?
I'm just curious. I'm asking. It's a question.
You don't.
Yeah, I don't. Well,
You don't?
technically you don't. I mean, technically you don't have to have one. I think legally you're supposed to have either something prescribed by either a local doctor or have verification that you have been prescribed this before. So I'm pretty sure if you have an empty container of something you've been prescribed before and you're just refilling it, it's
Touchdown!
totally
Perfect.
fine. Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
We can make
But yeah,
this
no.
happen.
Yeah,
How many
it
empty bottles do we need to bring?
is.
There were 100 in here when I got it originally. I swear.
That was fun. So,
I think if you get, I think the only thing you need to worry about is when you're coming back. If you don't have a prescription and you bring it back stateside, you're gonna be fucked. because you're going to be a drug trafficker, an international drug trafficker. So you
you don't want that.
No, that's bad.
Chicks
like,
love that, boys. It's okay.
Chicks dig it, but if you want like a job ever, you probably don't want that.
Yeah. So no, that part was all good. Is there anything we forgot, Tanya, about it?
No, I think that's it. Yeah, we had a good time.
That went a whole lot better than I thought it was going to, Phil.
Yeah, I'm really
expecting. Yeah.
But if we're going to tie any of it back to weight loss, though, oh God. So the last night, of course, I am like, this is our last night together, full force. We're using up the rest of our drink packages. It's a full day at sea. We started at 8:30 in the morning that day because we wanted to have good chairs by the pool. Oh God.
You gotta have your priorities.
Yeah.
A man's got to know his.
And we had the best. We were right next to the bar and the pool and the hot tub.
Yeah.
We had the best chairs out there.
You're talking dirty. Oh, keep talking.
And by that time, the waiters all know your drinks. They know your name. They don't even ask for your card thingy anymore because they know your number. And it's like you've met other passengers that aren't part of the group at this point. You've made friends with people from all over the country, and you're just like, it's our last night, you guys, and everybody's having a good time. But I way overdid it on the last day. So like Friday morning, I was in rough shape. I mean, I was literally just.
I thought we were going to take you to the emergency room.
I should have went. I should have gone to the emergency room. Is where I should have went.
When we sat down at breakfast, you looked at me. You looked at me like a deer caught in headlights, and I was like, we need to get off the ship now. Like,
well, I'm pretty sure I was dehydrated, but I also was just covered in bruises. Like I was bruising all over my body for no reason. Like,
damn, that's one hell of a night. What the hell? Maybe you did get the donkey show.
You were the donkey Christ,
perhaps.
No, it was like some kind of I think it was, my latest blood work came back slightly on the verge of being anemic, but they weren't concerned about it because my iron levels are actually good, which is, where I want them to be. But I was having these my arms and my legs were just starting to bruise for no reason, and I was not able to speak clearly. I wasn't able to think clearly.
And you thought maybe you should have went to the emergency room? Like just maybe? Of entered your mind?
I couldn't even think that clearly enough to make those decisions for myself. So this is a crazy story. I can't believe I'm sharing it. But so Katie, I'm like, Katie, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because my plan was to stay in Long Beach that night, and then my flight was going to be the next day. But it was like the Long Beach Grand Prix was in town, and like the rooms were like $300 or $400 a night.
Yes.
So I'm like, that's not going to work. So I just went with Katie to the airport, Long Beach Airport, and I'm thinking if I can just get home, I'd rather be in an emergency room somewhere close to home than an emergency room in California. And so we get to the counter, and it was JetBlue, and I'm like, flight.
Kirk, when you can't speak English and you just came back from Mexico, you can get free medical care. Just
exactly.
You could have just gone to a hospital and been free. You just tell them you're just visiting for the day.
Well, yeah, no, I was like literally saying, and I kept on saying, and the guy was like, no, I don't know, and I'm like,
no habla español, señor.
Flight, like, flight, airplane,
like,
Aerial Arrivo, Seattle.
So I'm pointing to Katie, and I'm like, I want to go with her, and anyways. So eventually, I stood there, and there's this weird, awkward silence of me just staring at the guy, Tanya. Finally, the guy was staring at you, and it was just like,
trying to communicate through telepathy.
Yeah.
So you're just trying to think it to him.
And then
you don't need to see my ID. Be on the plane.
And then just like a miracle, I say, "Is Brian so-and-so working?" And he looks at me and he goes,
he speaks your language?
Oh!
He speaks Seattle?
He speaks Seattle. Fantastic.
This is in Long Beach, but no. So it turns out that I actually have a friend that works for JetBlue who actually works at the Long Beach, flight services, whatever. And he just happened to be there. I just happened to
crazy.
Like 10 minutes before he left. And he comes out, and Katie and I explained to him, like, I'm having this medical emergency. I need to get home. It's going to be like $400 for a one-way ticket. And I'm like, there's no way I'm dropping $400 for a one-way ticket. I'm like, can you help me out? Like, all I have to do is get home. I just need to get home. He was like, yeah, sure, no problem. Give me your driver's license. Have a seat. Do you need a glass of water? I'm like, oh.
I need an IV of water, please. Can you set up an IV for me?
So then Katie and I had 4 hours to sit there in the terminal to wait for the flight. But I was like, okay, you can do this. You can do this. You can do this. All you have to do is stay upright. But it was one of those things where, like, if I closed my eyes, I could still feel the ship rocking.
You had whispered to me when we were heading for customs. You're like, I feel disoriented, and I was like, oh shit. And so Katie was texting me the whole time, like, I think he's okay. He's coming home with me. I'm like, oh, thank God, he's coming. Like, we can't leave him in a hotel room by himself.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then of course Katie's sitting next to me, looking at her phone, texting everybody, like, oh, look at this video. Ha, look at this video. And I'm like, Katie, it's taking everything I have right now to look and sound normal. I don't want to look at anything that involves laughing, drinking. I'm like, all I want to do is get home. And I'm sitting there, and I'm clammy. My feet are sweating. I'm sure I have like.
How do they not pull you aside and like you get an extra search or something?
Balloon's broken my stomach. I can't get on.
I flew through customs. Being as weirded out as I must have been at, And
it's like, oh, he got fucking Ebola. Look at him, he has Ebola. Just let that fucker through. No, I ain't touching him. Let him through.
She didn't even ask me one question, and I'm sitting there with like 4 bags, like huge suitcases in a backpack. Not one question. Flew through customs.
Looks ready to pass out.
TSA.
What the fuck is 50 SM? What the fuck is this?
Yeah. It was a crazy thing. And
I'm gonna say you owe your life to me because the only thing you ate that day was the omelet that I made you get that morning. Because you didn't eat anything else the rest of the day. If you wouldn't have eaten that omelet,
I had I took Phil's advice actually, and I tried to find really
shot you
stuff.
down.
I know, right?
No. I totally was.
Well, we want Olsen. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
No, but in addition to eating, following Miss Tanya's suggestion about. Do you remember me ordering? He hands me the menu, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm just pointing like, okay, an omelet, pancakes, waffle.
No. I meant
I was like
the morning before. Before we started like the sangria 15 drink thing.
Ooh.
That morning.
Oh yeah. I don't think I had anything else that day.
Other than
But I ate salty pretzels at the airport, and that seemed to be helping. And I was drinking. Then I'm drinking the G2, and all I could hear is TJ saying, "Nobody needs to fucking drink anything. None of us ever have to drink Gatorade or Powerade. We never sweat enough or get rid of enough minerals to ever need that shit." And I'm thinking,
oh my God, what am I doing?
I'm like, I need.
TJ's gonna yell at me.
Yeah, he's like. TJ is gonna like.
I'm like Jimmy Cricket. Oh my God, you're taking in calories for no reason.
Yeah.
Freaking triathlon.
Yeah. So I have all of this stuff going through my head, and then I'm on the plane with Katie, and I'm just sitting there in the middle seat, and I'm just like, okay, I can do this. And then we get off the plane, and Katie's like, do you want me to take you to the emergency room? And I'm just like, I don't know. Do you want me to take you to urgent care? I'm like, I don't know. And I literally was like, I don't know. I don't know what to do, really. And I'm like, I just need to get home. So she was so good. So Katie officially, in front of God and everybody, gets Friend of the Year award because not only did she make sure that I made it back to Washington, but when we got back to Seattle, she drove me home personally because my plan was just to take a cab. So she took me all the way home knowing that she was going to be stuck in not only rush hour traffic, but there was also a Mariners game. So Katie, Friend of the Year for sure, yeah. Just like made sure I was safe and sound. And then it was like when I finally got home, I told her, because up to this point I'm just texting Eric saying, hey babe, I'm coming home a day early. Everything's great. Can't wait to see you, because I didn't want him to worry.
Right.
So of course the minute he sees me, he's like,
are you okay?
What?
He picks up the banana bag as you come in the door. He just jabs you in the arm.
all the bruises and stuff. So he took my vitals and he checked me for various things, and he was really good. Yeah, and he was not really thrilled with me for letting me get to that point where I wasn't eating properly or hydrating properly, but it was quite an learning experience for sure.
And
Go ahead. I was just going to say the moral to that story is no matter how far out you are, some of these things affect you differently each time.
Right.
Because there was like a whole week of these kind of shenanigans going on where I was like, fine, boom, the next day, ready to go. But I think a combination of being in the sun all day, and being at sea all day and not eating very much, it had an effect on me for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What are you going to say?
Oh, I was gonna say I had a different experience that last day because the night before, Joey and I were very intoxicated, and he offered to show John and I around LA before our flight because we had a late flight out that next day. So while I was texting Katie, we were taking a tour of LA. So he took us to like all the hot spots. We went to the Hollywood sign. We went and had ice cream at his favorite place, and we saw his house, and that was fun. And the house is fabulous. And what else did we do? We drove past the Chinese theater. I can't think.
Crowdman or whatever.
Yeah. So they were like super sweet hosts, but I don't think he committed him and Sunny to that the night before when we were loaded. So. Yeah. But it was fun. It was something unexpected. I thought we would just be spending like 6 hours sitting at the airport, but that was nice of them to do that for us. I wanted to tell them thank you.
Yeah, you gotta love those guys. They're good guys, both of them.
Oh, so good. Yeah, so good.
And these are the kind of friends we've made since having weight loss surgery.
I know, that's so weird. Like I think about that a lot. I think about I wouldn't know Tanya or Kirk if I hadn't done this. Like that's fucked up to me. Like I can't imagine not knowing you two. That's crazy to me.
No, I can't imagine not knowing all three of you. Like it's just no.
Yeah, it's cool. Crazy. I mean, it's good to know that there are still people in the world out there who want to have friendships that run this deep, and that truly really do have your back and your best interests as far as making sure you're okay. So I mean, that was just great experience all around.
Definitely.
Well, that was a very touching moment. It was heartwarming and sweet.
Well, you're gonna fucking do one of these meet and greets one of these days, TJ. You need to have a good meet and greet experience.
I did one. That was good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I only have to stick my hand in fire one time to know it's hot. I know some people need to do it many times over and over again, but I get it.
Well, we just need to do we just all need to do a vacation then together.
Yeah, I think the four of us need to definitely.
Yeah, it's a smaller venues for me, but yeah, everybody's like. It's like I'm allergic to cats and I don't like them, but you'll like my cat. My cat's different. No, I don't like fucking cats. It doesn't matter how different your cat is. I don't like it. Did Jamie win any shirts?
Yes.
Did she?
I think she did.
Well, she got both questions right. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
So Jamie, she was the first one to answer. So Jamie, if you need another shirt for Pete, I wanted to call him Jeff for some reason. I don't know why.
Don't call him Jeff. Go silent.
Jeffrey. Yeah, just to get him to the Greek. Anyway, what the fuck? Oh, if you need another shirt, let us know. We'll send you another shirt. Otherwise, Zena, VSG Warrior Princess, did she win a shirt?
Oh, yeah. We'll see her at the NSV retreat.
Oh, well, she also got one of them right.
Awesome.
Okay, well, we need to get her a shirt. I'll bring Lorraine. I'll bring you a shirt to the NSV retreat.
There you go.
She was at WSFA, but I didn't see her because she left the day before I got there because she was bringing her friend down to Mexico to have VSG surgery.
Christy, it's Christy, right?
Yeah.
Christy
or Chrissy?
Christy. She does the Sizzle This show with Michael May.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kristen, what's her name? The blonde-haired chick that pissed me off, the stewardess,
Christina.
Yeah, I saw you guys all hanging out with her, and I feel like you guys were two-facing me. Like I felt what? It hurt my heart to see you guys.
Sweetheart, come on.
Oh my
posing
God.
with somebody like that would treat me like that in a public
He told you
on
that
like
night he was
YouTube.
nice.
She loves you.
She does. She
Yeah.
does indeed.
She loves the friendly rivalry or whatever.
Oh,
She's
She
like,
got like so many positive compliments from people on that cruise too.
yeah,
she
she's
did?
a good
Yeah.
girl.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Sure.
I'm glad that you guys like her.
Well, you just have to go on a trip with her.
Traitors.
We'll do a small group and we'll invite her
Traitors.
too, and then you guys can like get to know each other.
Traitors.
Oh,
I even brought her a T-shirt from New Orleans.
Traitors. Oh,
Women?
that could be a. We could. Fuck. I wish I still had Fat King shirts because there was something that I whispered once in one of the videos that I was just reminded of. I said that my Coke tasted like something. Do you remember? Because I kept saying it over and over.
I do know what it is.
Do you remember what the word was?
I know
Yes,
exactly
I was
what it
like, oh, I need to.
If somebody can name that, we could get him a packing shirt. But I have one XL, which is too big for even for me. But
I don't know. I might have one. So if you guys know what it was, what I called my Coke, you got to go. I don't even know if it's anywhere
This is
even on
old
Fat
school.
Kings.
This
I
is-
think you might have to go to old Fat Kings for that.
yes,
I don't think it ever made a blooper reel, highlight reel.
this is a rare. I know exactly what you're talking about though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Go ahead, guys. See, you guys had your little thing, and then we had our thing.
And let's
You
talk
guys-
about one thing. So the fit. Let's talk about the shoes real quick.
Oh yeah, the
We
shoes.
did get a second, technically a second entry. Amy from Australia, Amy to be the VSG to be the real me, my second favorite Australian. She went swimming in the ocean with sharks, and she lived in the Colorado version
Wait,
of
didn't
Australia.
she get attacked though? Didn't
And she
remember
got
her
bit.
arm was all
Yes, she got
bit by a
bit
shark.
or messed up in her
Raised.
arm.
By a shark.
And I've been to where she was swimming. Like, it's no joke. It's got some current there and stuff. There's the wreck there. It's pretty cool. So in Tangalooma, she went there and she did something that she'd never swam in the ocean before. She did it for the first time ever, and she took a picture of her wound from the shark.
From the
bite.
shark.
So,
So she
right
got
now,
bit by a shark.
a little shark. Yeah, she got bit.
Wow.
Was she on her
was
period?
swimming in the deadly ocean of
No,
Australia
she's just
just to get
Australian. Yeah.
just to get a 50 Shades shirt. So right now you're going to have to
Did you say
beat.
shoes? This is for the shoes.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, shoes.
Yeah.
So right now you have to beat a shark attack
Shark bite.
if you want to win the shoes.
Dana, you were so close. You were so close, Dana.
I mean, jumping out of a plane is good. That's good. Shark attack.
So far, that's a bar. That's a bar
Yeah.
you're gonna have to cross. Now we do not recommend that you do dangerous things. We are not liable if you get killed trying to beat a shark attack. Or
Strapped to their arms.
so we are not responsible for any naming or death. That's for a pair of shoes. Let's put it in perspective.
Well, you can't collect. You can't collect if you're dead. So
Right.
Yeah.
that
Right.
automatically
If you're dead either.
disqualifies you.
Right.
I don't know. I think maybe Kirk should get one. He should get an entry for his near-death experience.
For his near vagina experience, from being in the chair with.
I think he just
Vagina?
needs to just get the Darwin Award. No, for freaking drinking himself.
Oh, was drinking himself to poisoning.
Yeah, good job.
I
Well, he
think,
got alcohol poisoning, and Tanya got sun poisoning.
I got sunburn. Wait, I still have dots on my leg. Like last night was the first night I slept through the night without wanting to claw myself to death. I got sun poisoning. I had a rash on my chest,
Yeah,
on my
it was
arms,
bad.
on my legs. It was bad. It got worse, Kirk. After I left, it got worse.
Oh my god.
I
Yeah.
call
Yes.
that. I don't take a Benadryl before I go to bed. By the way, just
Yeah.
I that's actually called Mexican herpes, and you'll get outbreaks like that for the rest of your life. At times. And you
Fantastic.
should probably share it with any of your sexual partners
yeah, warn John.
because you could be contagious at any time, even not during an outbreak.
He'll take the risk, I'm sure.
We've affectionately named any ailment post-cruise Carnivola. You have Carnivola. So whether you have a cold, whether you have allergies, whether you have food poisoning or
What
whatever.
about depression?
Depression. That's just
Sunday and
feels
Monday was not good
That's
for
just
me.
heels.
Sunday and Monday I was down in the dumps. I was not good. I was not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it broke me.
Yeah. I think I was fishing and not caring at all whatsoever about the meet and greet is what I was doing in the sun.
Well,
what about you, Phil? What were you doing?
I was reviewing roof inspection reports and that kind of fun stuff. So
So Phil was redoing his roof, and I was fishing and relaxing in the sun, and you guys were filling Eeyores. So really, is it better to go to a meet and greet or not?
Right.
Let's see what the studies show.
I wouldn't trade it. I enjoyed my experience.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, we're past an hour. Is there anything else we need to discuss?
TJ has nothing else to say, so it's time to end the show.
It's time to end the show. I didn't have anything to say when the show started.
I know.
Like, okay, let's just get this over with. It's just pull the fucking Band-Aid off.
Well, here's the but TJ and Phil. So I know Tanya heard this too. We ran into so many people though who said how much they enjoy 50 Shades of Maintenance and how us sharing just how much they get out of it. So, I mean, I know we kind of just do this for fun or whatever, but I mean, it was very humbling to have as many people come up to us and say, how much they enjoy it. Yeah. So
anybody come up and go, your show fucking sucks, and I hate you, and I want to not have the internet anymore because you exist.
Well, Andrew wasn't there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'll give you a quick maintenance. We'll make this a maintenance. This will be our maintenance thing. So I went out to dinner last night at a Mexican restaurant. I had two little fajitas, like little tortilla with some steak and one shrimp on each one, and I got that pain, that oh my god, I ate too fast pain. Even at this point, where I'm almost at 2 years, right there. Oh my god, I was walking around trying not to puke all night. I'm like, this might be where I lose my gold star, but I maintained. But it was bad. Oh, it still feels painful right now thinking about it.
Oh,
that's the only relative point we have to this conversation.
Well, thank you for that, Phil.
I
end the show on an upper. That's the way to go out, they say.
Now you have to beat a shark attack to get the shoes, so...
Yeah, shark attack, I think, because, I mean, we'll review it all, of course, and be fair about it.
But don't let that dissuade
you. I mean, we're not saying you have to, well, we are, but we aren't saying you have to, have near death or anything. I mean, you could just do something really amazing that could still outdo a shark attack, but...
We'll see.
I had when I was out fishing, a bunch of rays were out, and one actually came by and he brushed against my leg.
Oh.
Not a shark attack, but very interesting.
It wasn't a shark attack, but it was a stingray petted me.
Nice.
Wow. How badass I am. I don't pet stingrays. Stingrays come up and pet me.
You're the human petting pool.
I am. They're trying to get to my beard, but I'm just too
big.
You're too high up. You can reach your beard.
Just touch his leg, just for a second.
Oh, it feels so not slimy.
I know, it felt so not nice, because I'm watching it do it, right? I'm watching it swim by in its little arm, and you can't move. I can't jerk my leg because it gets scared, and then it stabs you.
Right.
So don't do what I think you're going to do right now. Don't do it. And it just kept going. It's like, oh, fuck.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
All
right, guys. So thanks for sharing, because there is no way in hell I was going on that trip at this point in my life right now. So thanks for sharing. Guys, we'll see you next week. I'm only doing videos after I see my damn nutritionist, so don't be looking for weekly videos from me for a while. I'll be doing them every 3 weeks. And these other clowns will do their videos whenever they do them. So until then, remember, don't define your world in black and white, because there's so much hiding in my secret.